Those details just came into our newsroom a moment ago. News 3's Courtney Burris has been following this story. Courtney, what can you tell us?
Kelly Bacon usually hovers about 10 to 15 feet above the tree lines when they're looking for the hogs.
Just about a mile north of here, another vehicle, the black Chevy, was stopped. I hate to break it to you, but the odds of winning are a mere 1 in 292 million. But yes, there is still that one little chance. Leon County residents say they received what they're calling a threatening letter from Texas Central. Twitter users were divided earlier this week as the hashtag #GiveElsa_a_girlfriend started trending. The house just beyond this one behind me is the one that actually did get struck by lightning. Especially the little kids. Yes. They've been coming in after school now. We've seen them with ice cream smeared all over their faces. Developing news of a gas line explosion in Robertson County near James Cemetery Road. I did not know that you could put marbles in your oven. I guess they are glass, like you said, so it's really not going to hurt anything. Did you just mess up my cupcake fight?
I kind of did a little bit.
From 6 to 8, it's a little hot out here, so I'm fanning myself a little bit with my Rivette fan. We're keeping an eye on your health this morning. NASA has just released a new map predicting where the Zika virus will spread. Texas is one of the states affected, and the species of mosquitoes carrying the virus are already in our area. However, no cases have been confirmed.
You know, oftentimes moms stay so busy taking care of everyone else that they put their needs last.
Yeah, but every day this week here on BBTM, we are putting you moms first. And today we're focusing on moms that want to stay active. If you've been to one of the games this season, you've probably seen Angelo Cooper hitting the bass drum or working those cymbals. I found out how this middle schooler landed a spot on the beloved pep band. Meet Angelo Cooper, a lively 12-year-old with a passion for music.
It's just always been in him, even as a little infant.
Little did he know, he'd trade in his car seat drum for this.
Him and his mother, they're women's basketball supporters, and they always sit next to the band. And he's always enjoyed the band, I can tell.
Angelo and his mother were at an Aggie basketball game last season when he noticed the Hullabaloo band was missing a bass drummer.
And at the end of the game, we won. So I asked him, I know the war hymn, can I play the bass drum? He said yes.
He got up there and played it and did a great job. And I'm not surprised, because he's heard it 1,000 times over the past 5 years, of course. I mean, he's at every game.
Fast forward to this season, where Angelo got to do what no 12-year-old has done before. Play with Hullabaloo at every holiday hoops game.
And when he says a number, you know, we go to the number and he'll say the song. I'm going, oh, what song is it going to be?
He's showing his school spirit. He's showing the love.
I saw him playing when they were playing the war hymn, and it was like he belonged there.
Helping Hullabaloo sound complete as his lifelong love for A&M continues to grow.
I appreciate and I love Midnight Yell and the Cannon. We have Reveille, and it's all differently unique.
As I walked into Rose Spa on East 29th Street, I was greeted by Zoe. When did you guys open back up? A woman who told me the massage parlor had only been back open for a couple of days. Do you have your new Department of State Health Services license? She pulled the shop's newly received massage therapy establishment license off the wall with an expiration date of July 2018. We checked with the state, and the license is legit. It took effect on July 19th.
We take custom just sweet tissue and deep tissue.
Oh, okay, those are the only services that you do.
Yes.
Because I know that you guys were closed for some other services that they were thinking were happening here, but is that not the case? You're not supposed to talk about it? Okay. Zoe wouldn't admit to the reason Rose Spa closed back in February, but neighboring business owners aren't comfortable with it opening back up. No one would go on camera, but ones we spoke with say that just in the last few days, they've seen customers coming in from the back door. One even said a salon employee pushed the mailman out the door and said to slide mail under the door instead of coming inside, leaving them wondering whether anything's really changed. Curry Smith was inside his home on Cheyenne Circle when suddenly everything changed. He said it sounded like a freight train was outside his door, and by the time he took out his phone to film, trees were bending and branches were flying.
fence. There's a fence out there. Look.
Smith's next-door neighbors, who nearly lost their home, couldn't believe he was standing in the thick of it all.
But he just laughed when I asked him about it, but I mean, that was brave. That was so brave.
Smith said he didn't know just how thick the funnel cloud was, but just across Highway 6, Jonathan Young had a clear picture.
We turned around and we just kind of looked off in the distance over here, and the tornado was actually coming down the feeder road.
Young was on the clock at Sterling Auto Group when he couldn't help but take out his phone to film.
It was kind of a adrenaline type moment. I'd never really been that close or seen one that big before.
And then a power flash.
And it kind of stunned all of us out here. We didn't know what it was.
Smith had caught a power flash of his own, and less than 30 seconds later, the twister had moved on.
Damn, look at that tree!
Leaving behind a path of destruction. In Bryan, Noelle Bellow, News 3.
She is between the ages of 15 and 18.
She's only known as Jane Doe.
About 5'6", 108 pounds. She has what were described as hazel eyes.
Her body was found in the grass on the shoulder of Interstate 45 just north of Huntsville.
She was strangled with a ligature, sexually assaulted, and she was, like I said, nude on the side of the road. So we're pretty certain it was a homicide rather than something other than that.
November 1st marked 35 years since a truck driver spotted her body. Now, police have released a new composite of what she would have looked like.
Yeah, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, they had already done some composites. We liked one of the composites that they did. We looked at the autopsy photos, we looked at the scene photos, and the color of the hair is very close. And the facial features, everything is very close.
Detectives say Jane Doe's body was found somewhere in this area 35 years ago, and even though it's been over 3 decades, they still come out frequently.
We literally have 4 pictures from where it actually happened. And so you just come out and you try to get a picture of the scene and where it all happened and kind of the atmosphere of everything that happened.
Aside from a few people who said they had seen her around town in the days before her body was found, who she is remains a mystery.
I'm always looking. I really want to find out who this girl is.
In Walker County, Noelle Bellow, News 3.
3, 2, 1, go.
Rowing,
Hit them all the way.
squats,
Good.
and ring rows.
So just keep breathing.
All integral parts of our first true fitness challenge.
Hey, nice work.
But wait, let's back things up a bit.
Hey guys. Hey, Charlie. Noelle, nice.
Meet Chamber of Commerce member and owner of BoomFit Personal Training, Charlie Lima. He's made it his responsibility to turn us into healthy human beings.
Any fitness program that gets you coming back is a good fitness program.
In Charlie's case, that means CrossFit.
I will often find myself telling people, if you want to get in the best shape of your life, do CrossFit. Community is probably one of the magical pieces of CrossFit.
Of course, the first step, don't look, please, was the hardest.
Progress coming soon.
After our moment of truth, Charlie explained weeks of running and push-ups would help, but changing the way we think about food is key.
Asparagus. We're going to talk about nutrition just because it's very important to start with that. No matter whether you're working out here, whether you're working out at the other gyms, for me, food is probably no different than it is for you. I just make a lot more healthy choices throughout the day than unhealthy choices.
Our first assignment, writing down everything we eat for the next 7 days.
MyFitnessPal actually starts recognizing your habits. So if I push grilled chicken, it knows what I usually pair grilled chicken with.
Step 1, on a journey that'll challenge us to take little steps toward a big goal.